Zevach,
Oh,
Tov.
oh, you.
You're all ready to run. You're ready.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Let's see. We're mem. Is it mem base we're on?
Mem Aleph at the bottom.
Mem alpha in the
Mace,
bottom. Okay.
Mace Fade.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
How's your Shabbos?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
So,
good.
who you rooting for? The Blue Jays or the Dodgers?
I'm confused. I've got kids on both sides of the game.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
It's very diplomatic.
I don't know what to do. Listen, may the best team win. That's all.
Oh, that's you're a sport.
There you go. I saw your boys on Friday.
Oh, where at the Yick? Where?
No. Friday afternoon, they were walking out of, I think, Schwartz's Deli or something.
Oh yeah. We went there for lunch. I usually go out to
Ah,
lunch with them every Friday. This Bottega.
nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Have you been there to this Bottega?
No, no.
It's
But that's, I
very
think,
good. What's that?
the food's good.
Pardon me?
The food is good.
Food's very good. Yes, very good.
Okay,
Big portions. It's a little bit. It's not like deli food. It's like deli food with a twist.
okay.
Yeah, it's just very good. Very good food. Big
All right, try it
portions.
out. Try it out.
Hello.
Have you into that formaggi?
No, but Eva has, and she said it was not bad.
Okay.
It was
Plenty
not
of places to eat. No one's gonna starve in Los Angeles.
bad. No, not.
Hi Mario. Good luck.
It was,
You
And
it
Johnny
was kind
there.
of packed this morning, no? Oh,
Oh my God! By the Kiddush was a joke. I left.
no, me too. It was a
Couldn't fight.
COVID scene. It was a COVID scene.
That's what I said. Yeah. If you haven't had it yet, you're gonna get it. I mean, it was I couldn't even get to the food. Once I got to the food, there were no forks. I said, "Ah, forget it."
No, who want? I didn't even try to get to the tables. I looked from far.
Yeah,
Way too many people.
yeah.
Way
They
too
should have split maybe women upstairs or something or other. It was
many.
crazy.
Yeah, but they had lunch there, I guess.
Oh,
The family was having meals there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. The boy's cute boy, bar mitzvah boy. Uh,
Who was her father? Is that the older man that was in the
with
other
the
side?
yeah, he had mafter with
The
the
one
white
after?
beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was her father.
Yeah, he was the moil for two of my grandchildren.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's from West Hempstead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very nice people. And so the guy who Devin Musaf was the Rebbitzon's brother. He's also a rabbi.
I figured.
Lots of rabbis there.
What was interesting is when you saw the invitation, their first names are like American names.
Oh, I didn't notice
on both
that.
sets.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey is the
I don't
rabbi's
remember,
father.
but if
Yeah.
you see it, both
The mother's name is Mary.
No way.
Yes. Look at the invitation.
Larry?
It said Mary.
No, it's not Larry.
Like Maria, but in English. Mary.
Really? Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Okay.
No, her name is Anita.
Marla. It's Jeffrey and Marla. It looks like Maria.
Jeffrey
it's
and
an
Marla.
L.
Right.
Marla. It
And
looks
the
like
other
Maria.
side is
It
Kenneth
looks like
and Anita.
Maria.
Yeah, it's an L. Kenneth and Anita. Even Davis. Yeah.
Have you heard anything about Sean or anything? I haven't seen or.
Lushon?
Yeah, anything?
No.
He's in Israel, no?
I think so. Yeah.
Many times I thought of visiting him over there. I never did.
Oh, you know where he lives?
He's at the Plaza Hotel.
Oh, he has a place there? Oh.
Yeah, for a long time.
That's close by.
It's very close. Actually, no excuse not to go, but.
Right.
I saw David not long ago, but that's it.
Where does David live? Is he the one who lives here?
No, he lives in Florida, Miami.
Oh, that's the David. He's like a Rosh Yeshiva or
He's
something.
a Rosh Yeshiva, yeah.
Why not?
Everybody with a beard is a Rosh Yeshiva.
So Harold, you could be one. You have a little bit.
I could be a Reform rabbi.
He can be a half a rabbi.
I could be a Rebbitzin in California.
Yeah.
I hope Ernie remembered.
I'm sure you remembered. The word of
No, where's our team leader?
Maria, you can switch off the recording, Maria.
Switch off. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Just takes 10.
Not in our normal schedule. I completely forgot. Okay,
So who won the game?
the Dodgers.
Dodger.
5-1.
We are on Membay's 42, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, at
Right.
the end.
On the
Yeah,
bottom of Mem Aleph Amud Beis Meisvei. We're in the sugya of mafadlin bechatzi matir, that when you have multiple, a matir is the action that allows you to eat the korban. So, for example, the matir for a regular korban is the zrika sada.
Maria, is the recorder on? Sorry.
Yes.
It says the meeting is being recorded. It says. So, by an animal korban, there's one matir, the zrika sadam, that allows you to eat the meat. But for example, by a mincha, you have the kmitza of the flour and of the lavona. You got to throw both. So we've been dealing with the question if you were mafagel, if you had a machshava chutz lizmano during only the kmitza, not through the lavona. So according to Rav Meir, it seems you could be mafagel even b'chatzi matir. If you had a chutz lizmano machshava, even in only half of a matir, it still creates pugel. The chachamim say no. So meisvei b'med dvar mamurim, where we also had the other example of a multiple matir would be when you have to apply the blood to 4 corners, and you applied the first one, right? But then you have 3 others to give. So let's say you had a machshava chutz lizmana only through the zrika or the application of the first, but not in the remaining 3. So, but medvar, when we say there's pigul, but domimani tamim be'achachitzo. So, when you do zrika on the outside mizbeach, once you do one zrika, that's it. You can now eat the meat. You don't need the other 3. The 3 is min a mitzvah, you're supposed to apply 4. But once you do 1, that's enough. So if you have the machshavas pigul during the first zrika, that is all you need. So that's like 100% of the matir. So that creates pigul. Aval domim anitonim ala mizbeach hapnimi. So there are 3 places where we apply blood in the Heichal. One is in the Kodesh Kodashim, above the Kapoires, Achas and Achas ve'Achas, Achas u'Shtayim, Achas u'Shosh. That's in the Kodesh Kodashim. It's only once a year, Yom Kippur. But then you sometimes apply blood on the Paroiches, Achas, Achas ve'Achas, Achas u'Shtayim, Achas u'Sholosh, on the Paroiches. That's, for example, the Par Helam Dover Shul Tzibur, or the Par Kohen Mashiach, or the Soyer of Avodah Zarah. There you don't go in to the Kodesh Kodashim, but you apply it there. And the third place that you have application of blood in the Heichal is on the four kronos of the Mizbeach Hazav. So there, you need all four on the corners. If you only did one, it's not like the Mizbeach HaChitzon, where one application of blood is enough. The rest is mina mitzvah, mina mufcher. But if you didn't do it, it's not ma'akev. But in the Mizbeach HaZahav, if you didn't apply all four, it's not good. So aval dama Mizbeach HaPnimi kigon arba'im b'sholosh shel Yom HaKippurim. Now, what is this 43 of Yom HaKippurim? So number one, achas l'mala v'sheva l'mata al bein abadi midab apar. So number one, you have to do 7 of hazos in the Kodesh Kodashim from the par and from the Sawyer. So that's 14. Excuse me. But then achas v'achas, so that's 16. And then you have to do the same thing on the paroches, so now you have 32. And then you had arba on the karnas mizbech hapnimi, each one independently and mixed. So you apply blood from the par, and from the so'ir, so that's 32 plus 8, and then mixed, because it says v'lakach midam apar midam haso'ir shimu ravin. I'm sorry. So you only did it mixed. So you have 36, and then you have to apply 7 on the top of the mizbeach. So that's 43. That's only on Yom Kippur. Now, 11, when you did the par Helam Davar Shul Tzibur, because you didn't do the ones in the Kodesh Kodashim. You only did 7 on the parochas and 4 on the Mizbeach. So in these cases, Pigil, Bein B'Rishon, Bein B'Shnia, Bein B'Shlishis, if you had a machshavas pigul in any of the matonos in the Kodesh Kodashim, or on the paroiches, or on the Mizbeach Hazav, Rab Meir Omer pigulhu, v'chayav l'kares, because you created the chutz l'zman machshav. Chachamim re'ein b'kares ad shifagel b'chol hamatir. You would have to have a machshavas pigul throughout all of the various avodot. So from this paraisa, ktani miyah, whatever you want to say comes out, pigul bein b'rishon, bein b'shnia, bein b'shlishis. It didn't have to, according to Rav Meir, you don't have to do it in all of them. It's only either in the Kodesh Kodashim ones, or on the Paroiches ones, or on the Mizbeach Hazav ones. And yet, Upalig and Rav Meir argued. And if you made pigul, let's say in the second one or the third one, it's still pigul. So it's clear that you're mafagel b'chatzi matir. Not like Reish Lakish. Reish Lakish tried to advance a theory that Rav Meir argued not by the issue of mafagel b'chatzi matir, but whether or not the first, when you had, let's say, 4 giftings of blood, you did the first one chutz l'zman and the rest you were quiet. It was because it was done, the first one and the rest were done based on the thought that you had the first pigul, but not because of the issue of mafagli b'chatzi matir. But this paraisa seems to prove that Rav Meir holds you are mafagel b'chatzi matir. On Rav Yitzchak Baravin, no. Chochma eskinon, we're not talking about this case you just brought me about the 43 and the 11, that the machshavas are during the sprinklings. It's kagon shepigel b'shchita, meaning, let's say you shechted the par, you went inside the Kodesh Kodashim and you sprinkled in the Kodesh Kodashim. And now you come out and you drop the kos. You have no more blood. The din is you have to go get another par, shecht it again, and you don't have to repeat the Kodesh Kadoshim sprinklings. If you did the complete achas v'achas l'sheva in the Kodesh Kadoshim, you just pick it up in the paroichas. But you have to shecht a new animal. And let's say after you did that, it spilled and you have to shecht the third. There, you're talking about having the machshavas pickle during the shechita. The chad matirhu, it's not multiple matir, it's just there's only one act of shechita. And you had a machshavas pickle in the whole avoda, and not a chatzi matir. So, the Gemara comes out proving that the Baraisa is not necessarily proving that Rav Meir holds your mafagel b'chatzi matir. Because we're talking about, he had the machshava during the shechita. So the Gemara says, Ihachi, my time at Rabbanon. Well, if the machshavas pigul was done through a complete matter like the shechita, why did the Chachamim say there's no pigul? Amar Ravaman Chachamim Rabbi Eliezer. It's not the regular Chachamim, it's Rabbi Eliezer. This is not. We're not allowed to be makriv korbonos chutz lazar. So, akoimet, if someone did kmitza by a mincha or alavona, you were koimet the spice, or the ktoires that's normally offered on the mizbeach hazav, uminchas kohanim. The kohanim offer a mincha that's completely burnt. Same thing for the kohen gadol, minchas kohen mashiach, or minchas tesachim, the wine libations. All of these things are thrown on the mizbeach. And if you shehikri me'achas man kezayis b'chutz chayv, you're chayv kores if you're makriv a kezayis of any of these things outside of the azar. Rabbi Eliezer pointer at sheyakriv is kulam. He says doing a kezayis is not enough. If you had 10 kezaysim when you did the kmitza, and you only were makriv outside of kezayis, you're not chayiv unless you were makriv everything you did the kmitza on. Even though it's an avodah shlema, you're not chayiv. So they're the same thing. The shechita of one of those things where we said you've spilled the blood between the applications in the Kodesh Kadoshim and on the paroches, it's not a complete avodah. It's only part of it. So the Gemara says, how could you say it's Rabbi Eliezer? Umoid Rabbi Eliezer b'domim. But Rabbi Eliezer says, even if you are not makriv all of the blood outside, you're still chayiv. It's not Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Shimon Oimrim. If you had shechted the par or sor of Yom Kippur, and you had received the blood, then you dropped it, even in the middle of one of these avodos, and now you shechted a new korban to get new blood. Mimokom sheposak, mishamu maskil. You don't have to start again anew and go into the Kodesh Kadoshim. If you finish the Kodesh Kadoshim, you could start by the parochas. Mishamu maskil. So you see, Rabbi Eliezer holds that once you completed one set of Azaz Sadom, it's enough. So you'd be able to mafagel through one of the things. So El Amar Rava, Reish Lakish understands this price we just brought, or the previous paraisa, not that the person had a machshava chutz lizmanu either in the first or the second or the third. Rather, kagon shepigel b'rishona, he during the hazaz in the Kodesh Kadoshim, he had a chutz lizmanu machshava, and he was quiet v'shosak b'shniya. When he sprinkled on the parochas, he had no machshava. V'chozer upigel b'shlishis, and when he applied the blood to the Mizbech Hazav, he again had a chutz lizman machshava. So now there's a chiddush in Rav Meir. Because Rav Meir, initially we thought it meant you do all of it with das rishoina, and I might have thought Maudasemi Isal Gedaitech, that the second sprinkling on the parochas was al das rishoina, who was just a continuation of the first. And since in the first he had a chutz lizmano, machshava, he continues in the second, mihader piguli b'shlishis lamali. Why did the Bryce have to say, oh, and he had a third during the Mizbech Hazov, so he had to again think about Pigul. Why didn't he just carry it forward? Why couldn't he say that he carries through into the second and the third, the machshava that he had in the first? So Kamash Malon, we still see the Shasik in the second as a hemshech of the machshava. Even though you might say, well, if he had a machshava Pigul during the third, maybe the second, he mamish didn't follow the first. The chiddush is that he does. Master Ravashi, Midi Shosak Ktoni doesn't say that he was silent in the second. Lam Ravashi, Ochmaiskinon, Gon Shapigel Berishoina. When he was in the Kodesh Kodoshim, he had a machshavas chutz lizmano, uvishniya, uvishlishis. He had the same machshava chutz lizmano during all three. And then in the rest of it, he was shosak. Now the same. I would have thought if after someone has the first machshava and he does the rest silently, it carries forth. Why did he have to continue having the same machshava during the second and third? Kamash Malon. It's still like he's following the first action and he carries it forth. Now, how can you say that Bryce is dealing with Pigul Berishon and the Shlishas? Va Bain Ktani. That it seems to imply that even Pigul doing one of them and not in all of them. So kasha, that remains a kasha to explain according to Reish Lakish. Okay. Amar Mar. We continue to analyze the Baraisa that talked about the dam that is applied in the Heichal. So there we had a machlokes. If he was only mafagil in one of, you have three storim, Kodesh Kodoshim, Paroches, Mizbeach Hazav. And he only had a machshava during one of them. Rameir Amir Pigul v'chaynu l'kares. If he had a chutz lizman machshava in the Kodesh Kodoshim, and he was silent in the remaining two, according to Rav Meir, it's Pigul. Again, we've had a debate. Is that because Rav Meir holds in general that mafaga b'chatzi matir, or he just carries through the machshava because he's shosak? Now, michte. If you notice, the koretz lo machayiv ad shikravu kol matirav. You're only chayiv kores. You have to finish the whole Seder Avodah. It means it only works. He had a machshavas Pigul doing the Kodesh Kodoshim, but he has to continue doing the Avodah. He has to sprinkle on the Paroches, he has to sprinkle on the Mizbech Hazav, because we've learned the Korban doesn't become Pigul unless you carry out all the Avodot that you need to do with it. Because we have another brayso, the Amar Mar, Kartzos kosher kakartzos posel. For us to be enabled to eat meat of the Korban, you have to complete the processing until the final matir is offered. Same thing for Pigul. If you all of a sudden stopped in the middle and you didn't finish carrying out all the avodot, then the animal doesn't become Pigul. Of course, it's possible, but you don't get chorus if you ate a kazayis of that animal. Ma'ar tzos kosher ad sheyakrivu kol matirav. Afar tzos posel ad sheyakrivu kol matirav. So Pigul works the same way as if in order for you to eat the meat. Now by the blood of the par and the sar of Yom Kippur, kiven dechashiv ba bifnim. Now you had a chutz lizman machshava when you're in the Kodesh Kodoshim, and that's not a good hazah, and so therefore psula. So therefore, it's commanded adi dami. So we can view it as if he didn't really do the hazah, because if you lack any of the matanos of the inner chatos, of the inner chatases, it's ma'akev. So since it's a puzzle dik zrika, it's as if the zrika wasn't done. So therefore, kihader madai, even though he continues doing the zrika on the parechas in his bechazav behechal, we should view it as maya ba'almahu de ka'adi. It's like he's sprinkling water, and therefore we don't fulfill that all the materium of that korban was done, and therefore this pickle shouldn't be chayiv kares. Amar Rabba, mishkachas la ba'arba porim uva'arba seirim. We're talking about a case again where he had a machshavas pigul, let's say for the Par Yom Kippur, in the Kodesh Kodoshim, and then the blood was spilled. So that very blood was not used for the parechas. They had to shecht a new animal. So in essence, we finished the Kodesh Kodoshim with a hazah. And now you shechted another par or another sawyer for the remaining hazahs in the hechel, either on the paroiches, and maybe after you did the paroiches, you spilled it again. And same thing after the karnas mizbeach hazah. And the same thing after you put it on the top of the mizbeach hazah. Each one, the matir was done appropriately. That's one answer. You don't have to come on to say that we shechted 4 parim or 4 seirim. Lepigula meratze. That means even though he had a machshavas chutz lizmano in the Kodesh Kodoshim, it works to make it pigul. Because he finished the rest of the avoda, at least it helps regarding pigul. Okay. We mentioned Arboim v'shalosh, the 43 hazos on Yom Kippur. We went through that. There's another price that says 47. Or it says Hakamanda Omar that Ma'arvim Lakronis, that there was another 4 because you mixed the par and the sawyer together before you applied it on the corners. The Hakamandomer Ein Ma'arvin Lakronis. The other mandomer says no. You don't have to do it again from a mixture. There's another price that says 48. After the 47 applications, you had to take any remaining blood and pour it on the yesod of the Mizbech HaChitzon. And there is a mandomer that says even that pouring is ma'akvin. So you need 48. And according to the one that holds that that one is not required, then you only have 47. Okay. Meisvei. Reish Lakish held, because Reish Lakish didn't accept the shita that Rav Meir is mafagel b'chatzi mater. He came up with a different teretz that he had a machshava initially, and the other ones were done b'shasika. Because he didn't accept the notion that Rav Meir holds that you can create pigul even the chatzi matir. So we're going to bring a kasha. Bamed var memurim. So we have 2 avodot by mincha, the kmitza of the flour and the kmitza of the lavona. Now, if he had a machshava chutz lizmano during the kmitza, and then he was quiet in the other ones, right? B'medrim b'kmitza, or b'matan b'kli, or when after you did the kmitza, you have to put it in the kli, or the avoda of hiluch, you have to walk it to the mizbeach. Aval balo lahaktorah. But when it comes to being matir on the mizbeach, nosan sakomitz b'machshava, if he threw on the mizbeach the kmitza, and he had a chutz lizman machshava, and then he threw the lavona, vessel lavona b'shasika, or vice versa. Or shenasan sakomitz b'shasika, he was quiet when he threw the kmitza. Vessel lavona b'machshava, Rav Meir oimer pigulu v'chanav lo kares. Now, l'chura, it seems to prove that Rav Meir holds you can create pickle b'chatzi matir, right? Chachamim rainbow kar sachifag b'chol matir ktani mia es hakoimetz b'shsika, which is the first one, and as lavona b'machshava, and yet polig Rav Meir. So it's not totally in this issue of what was his first machshava, and he did the rest with the shasika. It's rather totally, like we tried to say, whether you're mafagel b'chatzi matir. So the Gemara says, Ema, that really you have to understand what we said, that the koimates, the first application was b'shasika, ukvar nasan es alavona b'machshava. And he already had applied the lavona with a machshavas chutz lizmano, and yet it's pigul. So the Gemara rejects that. Chana dahainu reisha, that's exactly the first case. The od hatanya va'achar kach, it was first the kmitza and then the lavona. So how you can't amend the brisa to fit your thing? In fact, kasha. So this brisa seems to convincingly prove that Rav Meir holds your mafagel b'chatzi matir against Reish Lakish, against the way Reish Lakish understood Rav Meir. We paskin not like Rav Meir, that you have to be mafagel in the full matir. Okay, we'll stop here. Okay, so again, tomorrow 8 o'clock.